Ashraf takes Helga to the corridors, a place related to the Order of Magical Resonance. The organization demands confidentiality, so Godot can't enter because she doesn't agree to a magical contract to keep their secrets. As she is still hurt and they are in a quiet country town, he thinks she'll behave. Almost instantly, a kid runs up to his friend saying he saw a witch. Suddenly, they hear a scream, and Godot jumps to where they are. She orders them to tell her where the witch is, or she'll kill them. After her threat, they quickly take her to the woman's house. Godot doesn't even hesitate and enters the house. A strange old woman opens the door, only to see the blonde girl falling. Suddenly, the home's pets catch the girl's arms and scratch her face. The old woman uses an ointment to help, but Godot's healing does most of the job in instants. Within seconds, she realizes the woman actually isn't a witch. While Ashraf talks with someone about where the corridors will take them, something arrives for him, a black letter. Knowing it indicates a witch is near, he reads it desperately. He tells Helga to wait and goes away, with a scary look on his face. The old woman is only an herbalist, so the kids help her with her chores to apologize. A stranger, dressed like an executioner, appears without being sensed and makes everyone disappear. His cloak lets him travel to an alternate dimension and imprison people in it. He gives Godot her senses back and tells her he saw her while following his partner. He knows she works for the Order of Magical Resonance and wants to know where his little brother and his forbidden instrument are. Suddenly, one of the kids appears and says she wants to talk to Godot too. Meanwhile, Ashraf explains that Angela, the witch who cursed Godot, is there. The executioner realizes Angela is awake because she has the same cloak as him, but, to his surprise, she is the one who made hers. As the one she makes usually wear out with time, she wants to get the instrument he is using. Suddenly, although she should only have minimal sight and hearing, Godot gets up, interrupting them. Ashraf tells Helga there's nothing he can do, as the threads are already pulling. He means that the cursed and the cursor develop a special relationship and the threads of fate draw them. He left Godot's body fragile in places so she wouldn't make trouble, but now that might prevent her from escaping. Even after he tells Helga she doesn't need to worry about their problems, the girl refuses to stay behind. Godot did her best to save her before, so now the witch wants to be of help too. Angela wanted to see Godot alone, so she hid and spread rumors everyone besides the girl would brush off. Then, the witch asks the girl what she feels about having to use her body. As a witch's flesh is all about adaptability, she bets it has been helpful. To make Godot upset, Angela starts touching her and licking her neck. Suddenly, Godot snaps her sling and uses her broken arm to catch and kiss Angela. However, the witch stops it, as it isn't time for the curse to come undone yet. Then, she says she'll give signposts, and invites Godot to catch her. When Angela turns away, Godot jumps and tries to punch her. Still, she easily creates a barrier that blocks the spell. Later, Ashraf and Helga find Godot unconscious on the floor and a dead executioner with letters carved on his chest. Helga is confused, as she doesn't understand who could be so powerful to do all of that. Then, Ashraf tells her she already knows who they are. Angela is an origin witch, also called the Eternal Witch after being alive for so long. She's one of the most powerful beings in the world. The next day, Ashraf tries to make Godot eat to heal herself, but they end up fighting. She's angry he made her body more fragile and says that if he ever does that again, she'll kill him. However, he calmly explains that everything he does is to ensure she'll achieve her objective. Then, he starts reminiscing about their first meeting, 3 years before that day. The episode review. Godot finally re-encounters Angela, the person who cursed her. That was unexpected, to be honest, as the first half made it seem like the episode would focus on a silly case or the executioner. It is a bit predictable that one of the kids is a witch secretly, but no one would have guessed she was an origin witch. Godot and Angela's relationship seems really interesting. The witch appears to look at her as a toy, but also with some kind of affection. At the same time, Godot only despises the other. Also, the episode implies they've known each other for decades or centuries. Although we don't get a huge amount of them, the action scenes are amazing. You can see how persistent Godot and her rage are, but Angela also can deal with that easily, being as powerful as she is. Happily, we won't stop getting answers for now. The next episode will probably focus on Ashoff and Godot's meeting, which is bound to be incredibly interesting. It's strange to say that, but it seems everything that came before on The Witch and the Beast was only a prelude. Now, we'll march to the real story,